Far from Beijing and Shanghai lies a completely different side of China, one of the country's poorest provinces, yet also one of its most diverse. A place of ancient traditions, vibrant cultures and landscapes that feel more like Southeast Asia than the China you might imagine. Bordering Myanmar, Laos and Vietnam, Yunnan sits in the far south of China, where few people outside the country know much about it. We started our journey through the province by waking up to a magical sunrise in one of the most unique places we've ever seen. The Yuanyang rice terraces, perfectly golden in the early September sun. Coming somewhere like this is just a world away from where we were in Shenzhen just a couple of days ago.
It's such a different side of China that I feel like we've been some rural places but not quite as crazy as
Yeah,
this.
nothing like this. Watch out for the cow poo.
Buffalo poo.
So up here is something you definitely won't find in Shenzhen, and that is buffaloes walking up the road. Look at this. Couldn't be more different from the crazy mega city. Yeah, these people are stuck. Look what they're going to do. Head on head with 4-5 buffalo.
It's the loudest vehicle I've had in ages because literally everything in China is electric.
We've just begun a hike where we're going to be dropping down into the rice terraces. At this time of the year, we're only about a month or so away from the harvest. So as you can see in the distance, a lot of the rice terraces are looking very green and golden.
I wasn't sure how much we'd be able to actually walk through the rice terraces here because I feel like the farmers are quite protective over it, of course. But actually we're walking like straight through the middle and you can see like all the filtration water system running through that will probably flood the fields once they've done with the harvest.
So Yunnan province actually has the most ethnic diversity of the whole of China, and one of the ethnic groups here is Hani, and these are called the Hani rice terraces. Now the Hani rice is actually unique and different to other types of rice, and it's actually supposed to be more nutritious. Apparently they don't use any pesticides, and it's all done in a very organic way.
Oh, that's rice.
Oh, we found our rice.
Is this rice?
Well, I don't think you should quite eat this yet, but eventually will be. We're walking properly amongst the rice fields now, and this path I think we're going to take is about 3 hours long, and we've got like photos to see the right way, but because it's a different season, it's a little bit hard to see which way to go.
Joel, look at this. Look, we've got chilies growing here, and we've got some like eggplant over here.
Eggplant? Oh, look, runner beans.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's cool they're mixing
That's
up
pretty
as
cool.
well.
Yeah, probably have some chilies in our dinner later, no doubt, because we are in China.
And obviously, we'll probably have some rice, or what is known here as mifa.
Mifa, one of the only Chinese words we know.
They just go on forever, don't they?
Yeah, I keep almost falling a little bit here because
It's so
it's
narrow.
really thin.
Just when we thought this place was a little bit back in time, we see a drone carrying something across the rice fields. Like, it almost looked like a bag of rice or something.
I think it was like, maybe it's a delivery system, or like it looked like a parcel because it's just dropped something off and now it's going back.
So crazy. Ni hao.
This way?
This way.
Okay.
Because we can't use like the local maps, we're trying to follow it on Maps.me, but the paths just don't add up. We've walked quite a way through the terraces now. We're just going to kind of walk straight up along this path, which is very obvious, to get back to the town, as we're getting a bit lost. We've just had a shower and cleaned up after that hike, and now we want to show you the room because this place is definitely worth staying in.
Here we are. We are staying at Jackie's guest house, and Jackie is the owner, and he actually speaks like almost perfect English, which is great for us because this place is confusing. But also, this room is amazing, and we've got a great view over the rice terraces and of the beautiful town around.
And if you look down here, you can just see one of the locals on top of the traditional Hani thatched roofs.
I saw him put out the corn earlier today to dry, and now he's like collecting it.
I feel like today we've been looking for like the best view of these rice terraces, and honestly the view from our rooftop here at the hotel is probably my favorite because you can see this beautiful town in front of it and it's just so unique.
These houses here are actually called mushroom houses, and they've got like these thatched roofs, almost like we used to have in the UK, and then brick walls.
I actually really like these mushroom houses. I think they're really, really cool. I've not seen these before.
I don't know why they're called mushrooms. Maybe have they got similar texture?
They kind of look like a mushroom.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Spanning over 40,000 hectares, these terraces have been carefully cultivated for more than 1,300 years. What makes them truly remarkable is the ingenious water management system the locals developed to keep the fields thriving, a system that's still in use today.
I want to share with you guys one of the drones I've been using more recently. This is a Hover X1 Pro Max, and this thing has been a game changer for me. Usually when I have a large drone, I often end up leaving it in the hotel room and not bringing it with us. But when you have a drone which literally fits in your pocket and it's under 250 grams, there is no reason why this shouldn't come with us. And it really doesn't feel like a sacrifice because this thing actually shoots in 8K, even though it is this small, and it also has automated flying mode. So flying has never been easier. One of my favorite features of this drone is the spiral mode, and it basically encircles around you whilst climbing higher. And it honestly gives you such cinematic shots. And one of the big things is you don't have a large controller in shot, which never looks good on camera, never looks cinematic. It's such an easy way to level up your travel footage. And on the new update with orbit and zoom out, they're actually extended the distances. So you get such incredible perspectives of where you are. Another practical feature is co-pilot. When you're flying in the automated modes, you can use this thing, or you can use the phone app to control the drone. It allows you to adapt the flying modes whilst in the air, and it also allows you to get really creative with your shots. Now with the beacon and these joysticks, which just clip on like this, you can now use the drone manually. So you can operate it like a standard ordinary drone, which allows you to get incredible sweeping drone shots all over these rice terraces. And for photography, the Hover Air shoots DNG photos. So if you like tweaking the light and the colors, this drone is going to be great for you. If you've ever wanted a pro level drone without carrying all that bulky, unnecessary equipment around, then the Hover Air X1 Pro Max is going to be for you. It's powerful, portable, and ready to fly straight out of your pocket. Check out the link in the description if you want to learn more about the Hover Air X1 Pro Max, and a big thank you to Hover Air for supporting this adventure.
After a couple of days exploring the rice terraces, we made a stop in Jianshui to explore its old town.
We've just arrived in Jianshui, which is famous for having an ancient city, and that is exactly where we are right now. It was built in the 14th century, but I think it's been like redeveloped because it doesn't look super old in places, but it's very cool here.
It looks in very good condition for something that's 14th century. No, thank you.
Pomegranate, it's okay. Okay. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, we don't speak Chinese.
I don't know, but 谢谢. Thank you.
I like your hat. It's good. No.
Okay. 谢谢.
This thing, I think a little girl needed to pee, so the granddad just kind of picked her up, put her over the drain to pee in the
Really?
drain. Maybe find a toilet.
Very different here to other areas of China. So behind me here is the Yuanyang Tower, and apparently it looks like the one in Tiananmen Square. It's a very similar archway, but it's obviously a lot smaller than the one there because Tiananmen Square is absolutely huge. It does look cool, doesn't it? I wonder what it says there.
You can go up there. I've seen people waving to us from the top.
Really? Should we try and go up? Up there?
Huh?
Ah,
In there?
okay. 谢谢. Whoa. That was so interesting. So that guy had like a makeshift bong, which he made out of a plastic bottle, and then he was smoking. I guess it was tobacco. I honestly don't know much about smoking and all that stuff. Try and get up here then. Can we get up through these gates? 你好.
你好.
230.
30, okay.
So it's 15 each.
Oh, you found an ancient bell you want to push.
Can't see an obvious sign saying no, which I feel like they usually have in China. So we'll just give it. Ooh.
Whoa. I've just translated the Chinese information, and apparently this was made in the 14th century as well, and when it's hit hard it can be heard around the whole of this city.
Our time in Jianshui was short, but allowed us to see just how much the culture here differs from China's major cities that we've experienced previously. So we're jumping on the high-speed rail for I think about 6 hours today to get right up towards the north of this province. The high-speed rail took us all the way to Lijiang, one of the most popular tourist hotspots in the region.
We have just walked up this hill, and it's suddenly the sun's come out and it feels so much warmer, and I think we're going to have a view over this ancient city.
I'm also starting to feel the altitude quite a bit as I'm walking up the stairs.
It's like 2,400 meters, and because it comes sea level, it feels quite a bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Together or
Together.
we change or
Alipay?
okay.
Alipay. Your English is good.
Yes.
It's good, it's good. My Chinese, none.
谢谢.
谢谢.
70 yuan, which is about £3.50 each, which is, it's not too bad to be fair. There are worse prices in China.
Lion Hill Scenic Area.
Tired.
I thought you were about to hug a tree.
I was, because I'm so tired from the lack of oxygen.
Look at the views. This is so cool.
Whoa.
Wow.
The rooftops are all like matching perfectly,
Yeah.
like grey. Let's go. I think in front of me looks like the most Chinese temple I could imagine.
Yeah, it's just so incredible. And the crazy thing is, there's hardly anyone in this area, yet down in the ancient city, it's quite busy. So this is Wangu Pavilion, and this was built in 1997. And I think it's about 5 stories tall. We're going to go to the top, and we're going to hope that we can see Jade Dragon Mountain, which is like the huge peak which we are hoping to climb in a couple of days' time. All over China, when there's like tourist areas, you have so many rules and signs. No smoking, caution slip, caution drop down.
I'm guessing drop down means fall.
Yeah. So I think the mountain is in this direction, but it's too cloudy, unfortunately. Wow. 谢谢. That looks incredible.
That looks so good. I think I've got ice cream in my matcha.
That's kind of cool. This is coffee beans, which actually come from Yunnan. And Yunnan is basically the epicenter of Chinese coffee. I think 98% of all the coffee beans in China come from Yunnan. And it's all Arabica, so it's very, very high quality. Apparently a lot of Starbucks in the US actually import coffee from Yunnan. So if you've had a Starbucks before, chances are it's come from here. The architecture here is so cool, and it's such a unique place. We haven't really been to somewhere quite like this in China.
This is one of the more quiet streets, but a lot of the streets feel extremely just built for tourism, for local tourism, and a little bit like a Disney park, like lots of places in China. There's a dog fight going on. They have a lot of these massive, fluffy mountain dogs here.
Lijiang feels like a place where history has been carefully preserved. Its cobblestone streets, wooden canals and traditional Naxi architecture makes it feel almost frozen in time. The next morning we took an early bus ride to the Tiger Leaping Gorge to experience what might be one of the most beautiful hikes in China.
It's a lot of confusion here as to where we're going, and not many people speak English, so we're just sat in a new van.
We're gonna get there at some point.
Hopefully.
We have just arrived at one of the most incredible views we've seen in all of our travels throughout China. Look at this in front of us. Look at the clouds right now.
It looks insane. It almost looks cooler with the clouds because you can see like how actually tall it is.
We have some very scenic toilets, but a little bit basic. We've literally got a hole in the ground, but I mean, when you look at the view, it's not too bad. Just don't look at the toilet.
Now we're going to be starting a hike all the way along the Tiger Leaping Gorge to like the bottom where we'll be picked up later today. And this hike, this section of the hike is supposed to be one of the best in the whole area. And it's going to take about 2 hours to decline down the mountain, but these views in front of us, so crazy, isn't it?
There's poop all over the floor, but I don't know what animal it's from.
Must be from deers or something up there. I can't believe how big this village is. Like, there is so many guest houses, there's different restaurants and stuff.
Found our first pizza oven in China.
That is huge. That's not, it can't just be for pizzas.
No, I doubt it's actually a pizza oven because I don't think pizza's huge here.
We haven't really seen any pizza in China. The only thing we have seen is durian pizza, which I definitely wouldn't be a fan of.
Joel, okay, if you know me, you know I have a very big fear of spiders. And one thing I don't like about China is they have a lot of spiders. They've got these certain black and yellow ones. I don't know if you can see this whole area is crawling with them.
There's got to be at least,
wow.
There's got to be at least 20 there. Like, there's so many. Coffee.
She's a nice latte.
Nice latte. Cheers.
Cheers.
I didn't expect to have a iced coconut latte on top of this mountain.
You can see the sun peeking in.
Yeah, I might need my sunglasses soon.
Cool. That was a nice little stop off. It's starting to get a bit warmer as well. I think we must be at a lower elevation, but our phones won't show us because our SIMs aren't from China, so.
The clouds are starting to rise and like come off the mountains now, and we didn't actually realise how flipping tall these mountains are. Now, apparently, this is one of the deepest gorges in the world, and from the very peak to the base of the river is 3,800 metres at the tallest point, which is just mental, isn't it?
It's crazy.
That's like 3 times the tallest mountain in the UK. Oh, there's a little puppy. Okay, Tina's guest house, so we must be this way. Hello, mister.
Hello.
He's a cute little puppy, isn't he?
Puppy. I'm not going to lie, I think both Joel and I expected this to be a bit more of a rural kind of nature hike. And there's actually quite a lot of buildings around and a lot of tourists. There's been quite a few almost tour groups. I've seen a guy in a full-on Gucci tracksuit. He doesn't really look like he's ready to hike, so it's not exactly what we expected. These views are actually insane.
The reason this place is called Tiger Leaping Gorge is the story goes that at the narrowest point, which is like 25 meters across the river, a tiger was known to jump across it when he was trying to escape hunters. Unfortunately, there's not any tigers around this area anymore, but that's why it's called Tiger Leaping Gorge. You're right over there?
I'm just taking in the views.
Good. Wow.
Woo. Woo.
Oh. This scenery is insane.
I nearly fell down the mountain.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
Don't do that. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. Oh, nice to meet you. Ni hao ma. We're now coming up to this waterfall. Hopefully we don't get too wet. But, oh wow. I've just seen more of the mountains are coming out now.
Could be a bit slippy.
Slippy on that little bit through the waterfall. Crazy though, there's another waterfall down there, but you can't really see it. You can only see it from the drone.
We found another waterfall and I'm glad I've got waterproof shoes on.
We basically have to walk through the waterfall, don't we?
Yeah.
We're literally walking through a waterfall.
It's cold. It's cold. I was so busy showing off my waterproof shoes that the water went up in the ankle and got in my shoes anyway.
Are they wet?
Yeah, my socks are wet.
Oh no. We've got a goat on the side. You scared of the goat?
Yes.
He's all right.
There you go.
He probably just wants some food, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We've begun descending down the gorge now, and the sun's come out. It's actually getting quite hot, which is surprising because I thought we were at altitude. But I don't really know what altitude we're at because I think our phones rely on Google Maps, and obviously Google Maps doesn't work here, so it doesn't say what altitude we're at. Tina's guest house. More goats. Is that a baby goat?
Aww.
The rain has started to come down a little bit, although it's not too heavy. But we've only got about 20 minutes until we are at the point at which we'll be picked up, which is Tina's guest house. And I'm not getting bored of these views. They're absolutely insane. We've arrived at Tina's guest house, which is our pickup location, in about an hour's time. So probably just going to sit and chill. Maybe have some water or something.
Yeah, I need some water.
What a hike this is. I think if you're a bit more adventurous, I would definitely recommend doing the 2-day hike, and then you can stay up at the halfway house where we begun our hike today. I think I would definitely recommend doing that if you've got the time. We just don't have the time.
Unfortunately not, but I think that is the best bit of the hike, and it honestly was beautiful.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed it.
Bye-bye. We have arrived and it's like 7:15 and this place is so busy. It's like a theme park already. It's so early. I thought we were going to come and avoid the crowds. We have escaped the crowds and welcome to Jade Dragon Mountain. Now this area which we are in right now is called the Blue Moon Valley, and it's supposed to be a very beautiful part and hopefully not as busy. For now anyway.
The funny thing is, Joel's like, oh, we're at Jade Dragon Mountain, and we actually have no idea which direction it's in because it's so cloudy that we can't see any mountains.
And as you can probably see, it's raining. So this turquoise colour, apparently it comes from the copper ions in the region and the limestone. And that's why it's this like vivid turquoise colour. And when it's sunny, apparently it can be even more turquoise, but we've got a lot of cloud today.
It looks like the colour of like the Philippines or something.
Yeah,
But
literally like Gatorade water.
a lot colder than the Philippines.
The crazy thing about this Blue Moon Valley is that it's not actually fully natural. It's been partly man-made. There used to be a river running down it, but they basically dammed it all up with these waterfalls and basically made this scenic spot to make it like look more beautiful. But the water's definitely coming from the glacier up at the top of the mountain, which we can't see, and the water actually flowing is real.
So I guess it would probably just be a normal river.
But they've made it like into these five different glacier lakes. Pretty cool.
It's beautiful.
They've done a good job, but it's not natural.
They've just created their own tourist attraction, only in China.
Yeah. You can actually see some of the trees in the water, and then I guess you can kind of see that they flooded the area to make these lakes so blue. And it's amazing how the actual colour is so natural.
It is, isn't it?
It just feels fake, doesn't it? I think the pool at the top has definitely got to be the most turquoise, maybe because it's really still here as well, but it looks like a milky blue.
It's stunning, especially against like the dark green trees in the background.
Pine forest? Not fern forest.
We're not good with our tree names, clearly.
No, definitely not. We have just got back to the tourist centre where we would go back and go to another one of the spots, Spruce Meadow, which isn't the most popular spot, but we just saw the queues and the waiting halls, and honestly we don't want to be sitting in the queues for what could be an hour or so. The other most popular one, the glacier, can be waiting hours of up to 3 hours. And we're not here in the nature to be waiting around for hours.
I mean, I'd like to go up the mountain, but I don't want to wait 3 hours for a busy cable car to be surrounded by 10,000 other people.
I think we're going to end our trip here very short because it's only like 10:30 a.m. and we're going to head back to the city now.
Our time in Yunnan has shown us a completely different side of China. One of diverse cultures, breathtaking landscapes and traditions that have been preserved for centuries. It's a side of the country far removed from the fast-paced megacities, and one that gave us an experience we'll never forget. But while Yunnan might feel untouched by time, there's one thing that's changing fast: tourism. China's domestic tourism has exploded, with more than 5 billion trips made inside the country every year. And here in Yunnan, we could already see how quickly this hidden corner of China had been discovered, even though there's few foreign tourists about.